Good evening, everybody. Glad you made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for our main event. 10 rounds among hungry featherweights. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Davis is making his way to the ring with a determined giddy up in his step.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dina. And his opponent, fighting out of the Marchetti.
All right, fellas. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up and let's go.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Scores up top to the left. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Now hugging on the inside. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Halfway through this round. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth the right hand. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Good shot there with that left. Nowhere close that punch by Davis. Davis is damaged right now, Teddy. That last round was really costly to him. He can't go on fighting with that.
No, not unless he goes back to one of those Star Trek episodes where you had Scotty. You remember Scotty used to beat you up? Well, right about now he's saying, Scotty, beat me the heck out of here. Otherwise, he's going to get his hands up and start fighting.
Don't fight this fight. Dab and move. Don't just walk in. Walk in with end movement. Side to side if you don't get side to side. Listen to me.
So a fresh round is underway. But is it a fresh fighter? Marvelous' corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner. He gets his over with.
And yet another big shot comes in. Lumbering left hand puts him down. And somehow, someway, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Great right was lined up, but he missed. Nice work, the left hand to the head. And bang, and away he goes. Penning it up from this. He's done it before, but penning it up from a second time down.
One, two, three, four.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Davis's left landing well. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. Targeting the left hand to the body. Davis is hurt. Solid. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
One, two, three, four, five.
Davis is showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. Not an accurate look at all. Last 10 seconds. A very fan-friendly round, but a headache for the judges. How do you possibly score that round when each man was able to hurt the other?
Well, this way you have to be a good judge. You have to be a professional judge. You have to use the information that's there. Who won the spots in the round before they each hurt each other? And who hurt the other guy a little more?
Come on, relax. Relax. Shake it out. Shake it out. You gotta relax. You gotta move out there, right? Move, move, move. Come on, breathe.
Davis' hope is for him to be steady on his feet and just survive at this point. Remember, that last round, he was down and nearly out.
Well, his hope is that his corner revived him during that minute rest. And also they gave him good advice because the most important thing is don't let what happened the last round happen again. Correct what you did wrong.
There's the headshot, but he carries it away. Big shot, the left crashed home. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Marvelous. Committing down to the left hand, good straight shot. Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is because they're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight. Where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
Good flush, straight left hand. 10 seconds to go in this third round. And that's the end of round 3.
Good? All right? certainly don't fight his title. Jab more, jab more, jab more.
Good, fun, entertaining fight. If you're a fan, if you're a broadcaster, if you're in these two corners, you're probably sweating now as they trade it knockdown. Now, you do have about 2 rounds to 1, though, as we start round number 4, Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he served himself a little bit. He learned something from that knockdown. He's been a little more cautious, but he's still being the boss, still controlling things.
He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Oh, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
See him holding on. A crushing blow up top.
I don't know if he has enough time to recover.
Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Good flush shot by Davis.
Move your head.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. End of the round, a round I do believe that he was able to take. But his opponent is there stride for stride. This is going to be a close fight. Teddy, where do you have him on the scorecards? Is it up?
Yeah, I have him slightly ahead, but as you said, very close fight. And the kind of fight where you let up for a moment, you're going to lose it.
Don't get killed out there, right? Just keep boxing smart. Jab, jab, and throw.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Now he missed that right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Halfway into round number 5 here. In the clinch. Davis is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Marble. Hits him in the mug with the right. This round, and he But when your eyes shuts closed like that, everything changes.
The one thing doesn't change, though, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hustle. Make him pay for it. Help yourself. You'll win this one.
Here we are, the start of another round, and if everything goes according to the way the first half of this fight went, he's going to be coasting in for an easy win.
Well, if his opponent goes along with it, he definitely will, but maybe he'll change the script a little. Flip the script a bit.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Davis. There he is zoning in, the old 1-2. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
You're doing great.
Davis has been hurt by that shot. Okay. Uncle Mo has come to visit. Momentum is now on his side.
That's why you can't let go of that steering wheel when you're driving. You know, all of a sudden, bang, you're in the back seat. You're not in the front seat. You're not in the driver's seat anymore.
Well, that's yet another round that he won. Eddie, what were you hearing out of his training camp as to how he got so conditioned?
Well, we were hearing that he was doing his own work, wearing knapsacks with 20 pounds of sand in them, running uphill. I mean, that's wonderful. Also, instead of taking many reps to sparring, he was taking 20 seconds, 30-second reps. It's showing right now.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Marvelous, his movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Looking good. Gets rid of that effort. Davis is wanting a counter punch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring, especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make a change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that, you know.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Oh, and there you go. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to your feet. 6.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now. He needs them right now.
head hunting with the left. Davis has got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
And just like that, things turn around. A back and forth round. Both men have been. What a big shot. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
Breathe deeply. Inhale. It's an area you love, right? You're fighting his game plan. Box intelligently for me, right? Come on. You're more intelligent than this. Let's go. Okay. Let's get it some water. Let's get some water. Take a deep breath.
Start of round number 8. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard. You can see that he's down big. Davis's chance of winning. Big shot. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying. Falling like a sack of potatoes.
What will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. A solid left hand by Marvel. Right to the head with that right. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Boy, it was damaged, but now he's defending himself. Oh! How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's taking tackles at it, so he might figure it out.
Is unable to beat the count. Knockout loss for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 knockouts.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.